Marijuana laws in Indiana. Possession of marijuana in Indiana is still a crime, despite it being legal in Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and every other state that touches Indiana. Indiana still says, hey, you possess marijuana, that's a crime, punishable by up to 6 months in jail. It's backwards. So backwards, Marion County has come out and said, hey, if you're charged just with possession of marijuana, we're not even interested anymore. We're not even going to be charging that. If there's other things that are involved with that possession of marijuana, for example, there's other drugs or there's evidence of dealing in marijuana, then they're going to continue to prosecute. But simple possession of marijuana in Marion County, they're not prosecuting anymore. That is true about Marion County. That is not true about the donut counties. That's not true about any other county in the state of Indiana, but Marion County alone. Now, very recently, there's been some giant changes into how marijuana cases are both defended and prosecuted. So the Indiana Court of Appeals recently came out with an opinion that says an officer's training and experience is no longer enough to sustain a conviction for marijuana. Well, Matt, what does that mean? Well, what it means is in the past, officers would get up, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth at trial, and say, hey, I attended the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. I attended drug recognition classes. I continue to do all these classes. In my training and experience, that's marijuana. That used to be enough. Indiana Court of Appeals said, no more. And why is that? Because Delta 8 came out. So ever since the release of Delta 8, which is a legal substance in the state of Indiana, Legal, a legal substance in the state of Indiana, the Court of Appeals came back and said, hey, you can't tell difference between Delta 8 and Delta 9 just by your training and experience. You have to send it out to a lab, and a lab has to confirm whether it's THC Delta 9 or THC Delta 8. So it's extra steps for the state of Indiana, for the prosecutors to prove whether someone possessed marijuana or not. Very recent changes, it's going to cause a giant ripple effect into pending cases of marijuana and how, and in fact, I think it's going to change a little bit on how prosecutors in the future continue to prosecute these simple possession of marijuana cases. It's so much work. It's going to back up the Department of Toxicology. It's going to back up the labs just trying to figure out, hey, is this marijuana? Is this Delta 8? This is the first substantial step in Indiana to help defendants really have a chance when it comes to marijuana cases, because all it would take in the past is officers swearing to tell the truth. This is training and experience is marijuana. Great case for anybody that is charged with a marijuana crime. If you have any questions, give us a call, 317-632-3642. And remember, always plead the fifth.